Globe showing Europe Africa crypto and stock market HQKH global news update. Global security and economic risks remain elevated as conflicts intensify across Eastern Europe and the Middle East, while humanitarian, cyber and climate-related threats continue to affect communities and markets worldwide. 1. Red Circle. Russia-Ukraine war and Black Sea shipping. Fighting has intensified around Moscow, Odessa, and important Black Sea trade routes. Russian officials said Ukraine launched a large drone attack targeting Moscow and nearby areas, causing injuries, fires and damage to buildings and logistics facilities. Ukraine said oil and military logistics infrastructure were among the targets. Near Odessa, a Russian missile attack struck the international cargo ship Golden Leo, which was carrying corn. 10 people were reportedly killed, raising renewed concerns about the safety of commercial shipping and Ukraine's grain export capacity through the Black Sea. 2. U.S.-Iran conflict and Strait of Hormuz. The United States carried out another round of airstrikes against Iran, reportedly targeting areas connected to underground missile facilities. Iran responded with attacks directed toward Bahrain and Kuwait, further expanding the regional conflict. Oil prices briefly moved above $90 per barrel before easing as reports emerged of a possible temporary ceasefire proposal. However, tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz remains heavily disrupted, and attacks on commercial vessels continue to threaten global energy supplies. 3. Red Sea and global shipping risk. Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi movement announced a naval blockade against Saudi Arabia, creating another major threat to shipping near the Red Sea and Bab el-Mandeb Strait. Disruption in both Hormuz and Bab el-Mandeb could increase freight costs, insurance expenses, and delivery times for oil, food and manufactured goods. 4. Humanitarian emergency in Sudan and Gaza. Sudan faces a worsening hunger crisis due to continued fighting, shortages of humanitarian funding and disruption to fuel and agricultural supplies. The World Food Programme estimates that approximately 5 million people are experiencing emergency or catastrophic levels of hunger. In Gaza, humanitarian operations remain under pressure amid insecurity, displacement, and disputes over access to aid distribution sites. The United Nations has warned that violence and intimidation affecting aid workers could further obstruct essential assistance. 5. Cybersecurity threats. Recent cyber incidents have affected transportation, energy, healthcare, and food production organizations. Colombia's Ecopetrol reported stolen account-related data, while several companies have investigated unauthorized access to employee or operational systems. Cybersecurity remains an important risk for governments and businesses, particularly those operating critical infrastructure, banking systems, healthcare networks, and transportation services. 6. Climate and natural disasters. Governments across Latin America are preparing for a strengthening El Niño, which may bring severe drought, heatwaves, wildfires, and flooding. Authorities are strengthening firefighting capacity, water management, energy security, and emergency response plans. A magnitude 5.5 earthquake in Peru's Andes region killed at least 6 people, injured more than 30 and displaced hundreds, while a stronger earthquake near the Mexico-Guatemala border was felt across several countries but caused limited reported damage. Key points for investors: monitor oil prices and shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, watch developments around the Red Sea and Bab el-Mandeb, follow disruptions affecting Black Sea grain exports, expect continued interest in gold and other defensive assets during periods of geopolitical uncertainty. Bitcoin, stocks, and other risk assets may remain volatile as markets react to conflict, energy prices, and changing ceasefire expectations. Note: the crypto and stock market HQKH have collect and combines dashboard live and historical information from conflict databases, satellite fire detection, earthquake monitoring, aircraft and ship tracking, economic databases, and hundreds of news feeds. Because your link uses time range, some displayed markers may represent older events rather than developments from today. Please let us know which of these global developments concerns you the most. Follow Crypto and Stock Market HQKH for more world news, economic updates, crypto insights, and financial market analysis.